Hey everybody, welcome back to Faraday Research, and just been toying around with my spark gap tonight. And in my previous video, you see me, I've been trying to light up this 50 watt light bulb, halogen bulb, 50 watts. All right, so here is the bulb here. That's the package, halogen, 50 watts. All right, so I hooked that up. Now, let's try to understand something here. Okay, halogen bulb runs basically on a halogen gas. It's a gas type bulb. Now, I'm using about 9,000 volts and 2 spark gaps. No coil involved. So I'm relying on voltage and amperage, frequency. So I've been fine tuning, and the other experiments that you've seen in the last video, I was getting the voltage up to about 12 volts on my power supply. But the problem I had was spiking. It was spiking all the time. It was trying to pull more off it. So I, just for kicks and giggles, I decided to remove the coil completely out of the equation. Now, I don't know if I'm onto something or it's just the fact that I'm using a high frequency, high voltage in order to light this 50 watt halogen bulb. Now, I'm still going to be going the Don Smith route because I've seen some good videos on the build, but I kind of stumbled on this and I want to show you. Before, I was able to get it maybe a quarter lit. Now watch this. I'm going to put it up to, let's try 6,000 volts. Okay, I have it at 8,000 volts. It's blinking a lot, but it's a lot more solid for me, but it's completely illuminated. And I can see the spark gaps I got going. They're running at a very, very high speed. The camera here cannot show that. Now, this light is blinking about 50 times quicker than what you see it on the video. It's blinking actually very slow, but for me it's blinking. It's almost a complete solid light, but blinking at a very, very high rate of speed. The video doesn't really give us any justice in that, but this light now is completely fully illuminated. I can see the halogen arc inside, and it's lit up like completely. On the video, it looks like it's just like flashing, like on, off, on, off, on, off. But for me, it's completely solid. Now, the other thing I did notice, as I'm running this for a little while, this halogen bulb's actually heating up quite a bit. So that is an indication I got a lot of current going through this and voltage. So, but when I put my meters up to it, it's telling me it's just in the milliamps. So, I don't know if my ratios are off. I think maybe it could be because it's, I got it set right now at 8,200 volts. And, well, you can see my power supply, 8.2 volts at 0.5253 amps. So I'm putting like next to no power in this, and this bulb is completely illuminated. Now this is 50 watts. Now, in the other way that I did it with the coil, it was working to a point, but I wasn't getting the effect that I'm getting now. So it seems like the frequency I'm using and the high voltage and the speed of the current is making this light up in full illumination completely. Now, if it was way out of whack by having so much power, this thing would have blown up. It would have it would have just smoked. I would have smoked the thing. But she's running. It's not drawing hardly any amps at all, half an amp. Let's put it up to 9.2. And it's even brighter now. Like, it's completely fully illuminated. Now, the camera is showing it's just flickering very slow, but it is completely illuminated for me. And it's taken very little power to do it. And even with the coil, it didn't improve it. Actually, it made it worse. So I don't know if this is something significant that I'm stumbled on, because I'm just basing it on high voltage and high frequency, but it's given me the power I need to light this thing. So yeah, pretty interesting. I'm going to try separating the middle to make the gap a little larger. Alright, so now I've noticed my amp draw has gone down. And I made a bigger spark gap. And this thing is like fully lit. Like not quarter, it's fully lit. Like, but it's pulsing. It's pulsing. Obviously, I've changed the duty cycle of the pulse. Now, as I bring that middle spark gap closer, it's going a lot faster. It's a more like consistent light. And you can see it on the camera, it's flashing faster, but for me it's almost completely a solid light. Now I'm joined them together now, so it's basically just running off the two spark gaps, this one and this one. But to me it's fully lit up. It's blinking, but it's fully lit. So I just thought I'd kind of show that to you. I don't know if it's any significance, but I'm still going to be trying the Don Smith way. But again and again, the spark gap is surprising me. It's making me think, and it's like, holy cow, where's this potential coming from? Is it just strictly voltage? Because it's monopolar. This box here is basically a solid state Tesla coil. It's high voltage. You know, I'm using like a half amp, maybe 0.6 amps at, you know, between 7 and 9,000 volts. It's still like under 10 watts, and this thing's 50 watts to light it up. Now I tried hooking up two of them together. It still lit up, but the other one was maybe just barely coming on, but it was heating up. You could see the elements heating up. So yeah, pretty interesting results tonight. It could be working almost on the same effect that, you know, my my fluorescent tube is working on, kind of on the same basis. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna hook up. Just bear with me for a second. It's gonna go black. I want to hook up the other bulb, the 18-watt bulb. I'm gonna show you. Just bear with me for a second here, everybody. I gotta get a tripod. This is driving me crazy. Alright. Okay, so we got the 18-watt bulb hooked up. Now before, same deal. I could get it illuminated, but not fully illuminated. Now, watch this. Okay, that's about an 8.5. Now that's a lot brighter than what I had before. Now I'm gonna separate the middle spark gap. I'm gonna give it a little bit more gap. There we go. Look how bright it is. Big time. And I'm using 8.9 volts at 0.59 amps. It's nothing. And this thing's like fully illuminated, like you can see it. Pretty neat, eh? And I got the 3 spark gaps. So I got this one going, I got the one in the middle going, and I got this one going. These two guys are very close together. The one in the middle has the larger gap. That's the one that's drawing, I think, the extra energy from the atmosphere. The little ones are more frequency and duty cycle. This one in the middle seems to be drawing the power from the outside. That's what I think is happening. Now I got the three of them working in unison together. And this bulb's lit. Like, this bulb really doesn't go much. It can go a little brighter. Let's put it at 10. Okay, that's at 10 volts input. Again, see the spark gaps going? That middle spark gap seems to be the one that's getting the edge to actually get this thing lit up. Now, if I were to hook this up to capacitors and that, wow. But the thing is, I'd have to put it definitely through at least one or two full wave bridge rectifiers. Because, yeah, that could get kind of dangerous. So anyways, yeah, this is kind of my finds for tonight. It's Saturday night. Our clocks go back 1 hour, so I'm actually going to work a little bit later on this tonight, and might even start trying winding my Don Smith coil. It's going to be a crude version of it, but it's enough to actually get me to see if I can get the same results as this other guy has done. But they seem to be successful if you do exactly what they're doing. He was lighting up 200-watt halogen bulbs with it, and I found this other guy. I'm going to research him more. I believe he's Canadian, and he was doing some pretty cool stuff about 9 years ago. His videos are pretty old, so I can maybe put the link up there later. It's getting late, so probably what I'll do is upload this video while I sleep, and then in the morning I'll go back and edit it and try to get that guy's YouTube page in the description. And yeah, so anyways, if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and bottom right hand corner, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, in the description I got my Patreon page, so I'm going to be posting some exclusive videos in Patreon. I did a build video tonight of spark gaps, just a simple spark gap, how I did it, and that will be posted as well. And thanks to my patrons, any comments, whatever, just because I got the Patreon doesn't mean I'm not going to respond to people's questions and comments. So yeah, keep the questions, comments coming. I can help any way I can help. I'll help you out. But yeah, for sure. Yeah, tomorrow night I believe I'm going to be doing a podcast with Bernie. Tonight I just did a podcast on alien scientists. So yeah, I've been really, really, really busy. So if I don't respond to you like within, a day or so, don't be surprised. It's just I've been so busy, and then trying to get this stuff, videos out for you guys. So anyways, yeah, I'm just rambling. I'm tired. But yeah, have a great day, and we'll hope to hear from you. Take care for now.